In this lesson, let's cover the personal statement. If that makes you moan and roll your eyes, don't worry, you're not alone. The personal statement is the most dreaded part of the medical school application, but with the proper approach, we'll make it relatively painless and maybe even a little fun. A strong personal statement can be a tremendous asset to strengthening your application. Similarly, a weak personal statement can be a huge liability. For that reason, you don't want to rush this critical component of your application. To ensure you have enough time for multiple drafts, and so you don't feel the need to rush the process, we recommend you start writing your personal statement between December and February, with the goal of having a polished and finished product by no later than May. Having adequate time is crucial. Otherwise, without several days between drafts and revisions, you won't have a clear mind that allows you to do your best work. By looking at it and working on it day after day, you'll see the same things and think the same way. Medical school admissions committees want to see what inspired you and prepared you to go to medical school. They want to know if you truly have a passion for medicine and are prepared for the rigors of a medical education. Medical school is challenging, stressful, expensive, and the start of a long journey. AdComs want to ensure that they are accepting students that are ready and have a genuine passion to practice medicine. Instead of viewing the personal statement as a chore, view it as an opportunity. All other aspects of your application are pretty standard. Your MCAT, GPA, and list of experiences are mostly set in stone by this point. But what's missing is a more personal view of who you are. This is your chance to convey your personality, your character traits, and your narrative. Among the thousands of applicants with similar stats, this is what will help you stand out. This is not a time for you to rehash your CV or your listed experiences by writing out, I did activity A, and then I learned B, and then I did activity C and learned D. That's boring. This is the most common mistake made with the personal statement. And oftentimes, admissions committee members won't even finish reading your essay before they move on to the next. Remember to show, not to tell. Don't claim that you're hardworking or inquisitive or compassionate. Show it through the stories and anecdotes that you share with the reader. You want the reader to be captivated and excited to learn more about who you are. Let's talk about how to actually write it. First, the length. AMCAS has a limit of 5,300 characters, including spaces. AA Comas in 2020 has also updated their limit to 5,300. These may change from year to year, so visit the official website to double check. This comes out to a little bit more than a page, single-spaced. Now don't feel the need to use every single character. If your essay is a few hundred characters short, that is totally fine. Quality over quantity here. In terms of structuring your essay, you want to approach this the same way you would approach a persuasive essay for English class. Start with an introduction where you develop a theme and a thesis. For example, maybe the theme of your essay and of your story is around your extensive experience with sports. So you focus on teamwork and leadership. Your own experiences may be different, and the qualities you want to highlight should be as well. You can highlight compassion, intellectual curiosity, dedication, perseverance, or a multitude of other traits. Just don't get carried away trying to highlight too many things in just a single essay. Next, you'll have a few body paragraphs. These should elaborate on the theme first introduced in the first paragraph and provide supporting points. Share anecdotes that further illustrate the characteristics you hope to convey. These should be experiences that taught you important lessons and shaped you into the person that you are today. What did it teach you about your relationship with failure and humility? While doing so, be sure to tie this back to your desire to become a physician. Last, in the conclusion, you'll summarize the essence of your essay. Tie it back with the main theme and reiterate why you want to go into medicine. These are the common mistakes you should avoid when writing your personal statement. First, don't start off by boring the reader. Your introduction needs to be captivating and engaging to hold the reader's interest. Even if the rest of your essay is well done, a weak introduction can discourage the reader from continuing. Second, don't forget to tie this back to medicine. It's surprising how many personal statements we come across where the writer seems to have forgotten the purpose of the essay, to tell the admissions committee why they want to go to medical school. Third, don't try to overdo it or get too fancy. Don't replace every second word in your essay with something you found in the thesaurus. It shows and it's not impressing anyone. Fourth, don't rehash your CV. We want to hear stories, not just a list of experiences and what you learned from each one. And fifth, keep it personal to you. If you're inspired by a doctor caring for you or a loved one, don't focus too much on how the doctor exemplified traits A, B, and C. Instead, focus on your own experiences. What did it teach you, and how it shaped your perspective or future aspirations? The one thing I found most helpful when writing my own personal statement was reading several examples. We've included a handful of personal statements, including breakdowns and commentary of what the writer did well and what we'd like to see them improve on. Remember, Never plagiarize and never copy. We just hope that these examples jumpstart your own creative juices and inspiration. Lastly, don't forget the importance of a strong narrative in your application. The personal statement is the most prominent component in establishing that narrative in conjunction with other soft components of your application. Our team has edited thousands of personal statements, and we have the expertise to bring out your unique gifts and weave them into this consistent theme that puts you in the best light. If you need help, we've got your back.